Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Pitch Start Podcast channel. I'm your host, the HOD of the PSP. Like, share, comment on the video of course, subscribe to the channel, most importantly, enable notifications to receive all the updates from these kind of match recaps and the other content on this channel, including the podcast as well. You can listen to it tomorrow on Spotify, Google Podcasts, or any other platform, or wait for the episode to drop on YouTube as well as www.webreadsports.com, and we're coming to you off straight after the game between Atletico Madrid and Sevilla that just ended, with Atletico beating their opponents 2-0 at the Wanda Metropolitano. The game was decent. It was pretty un-Atleti for the first half. Really, the start was pretty decent from both sides. Sevilla started strong as well as Atleti, exchanging chances in the first 20 to 15 minutes, really, with Atletico, trying to be more offensive than usual in the start of the first half. Sevilla had some opportunities, but they couldn't really get through the Atletico defense. The most dangerous chance was set piece, but Atletico Madrid managed to hit them on the spaces that they have behind the left back. They were caught off position. Marcos Acuna with Kieran Trippier making the run behind him, cutting back to Angel Correa, who with a beautiful turn and finish makes it 1-0 for Atletico inside 17 minutes, and from there it was more Atleti, really. It was Atleti not exactly giving in, but trying to pick their spots against Sevilla, really sitting pretty tight at the back for moments and then bouncing back when they have the opportunity. And they had a couple of opportunities to pick up Sevilla in the first half, with Suarez missing a glorious opportunity head-to-head against Yassine Bruno. A couple of chances also missed, one Marcos Llorente, also Angel Correa missed another for Atletico Madrid. And the first half ended with a pretty tight 1-0 lead, expectedly I would say, for Atletico Madrid, who knew how to pick Sevilla apart. The second half, I think, was way too unbalanced than the first one. Sevilla were far better and the far superior side. They had loads of attempts. They had early attempt for Yusuf Nasiri, who missed it in front of Jan Oblak. And Sevilla actually mounted more pressure as time wore on in that game. And then Diego Simeone, of course, by midway through the second half, realized that he needs to make some changes and inject some serious creativity into his midfield. So he brought in Joao Felix, who started on the bench for this game, and brought in also Saul Niguez, and that proved to be the successful change and very good coaching and management from Diego Simeone. Joao Felix setting up Marcos Llorente, a cutback, same action of the first goal pretty much, cutting back for Saul Niguez, who with a beautiful left foot finish past Yassine Bruno makes it 2-0 inside 76 minutes. And then Diego Simeone made all the defensive changes that he loves to make, bringing in the likes of Lucas Torreira, bringing in also Felipe for Yannick Carrasco, and pretty much resting his players after he got pretty comfortable with the lead, with Sevilla unable to muster some serious chances after the second goal. The last 15 minutes of the game were pretty much the normal stuff with Atletico Madrid, seeing the game off as Sevilla scrambled to try and get anything going for them. They missed a couple of sitters, really. Yusuf Nasiri missed a sitter, as well as Fernando late in the game. Overall, it was the typical Atletico Madrid victory, not exactly by the biggest of margins, but defensively well performed as well, keeping another clean sheet, 11 this season for Atletico Madrid out of 16 games they played in La Liga, and this is one out of the 3 games in hand that they have, and it is one victory out of those 3 games that they have, and probably one step closer to a title victory, 4 points ahead of Real Madrid, of course, who are not going to be playing midweek, and they will have some Super Cup action, which we previewed, and you can check out the preview on this channel. Atletico Madrid now, I think, cementing themselves really as favourites to win the La Liga this season. The next couple of games in hand that they have are against Elche and Athletic Bilbao, which are not exactly against Getafe or Athletic Bilbao. Yes, Sevilla are the ones who have a game in hand against Elche. So I think these couple of games are going to be quite easier for Atletico Madrid to deal with, and maybe they will give them more lead and more gap up top of the table in front of Atletico Madrid. Again, a great defensive performance, knew when to pick their moments against the Sevilla side that was decent for the entirety of the game. They were really, really good, especially in the second half. They were better than Atletico, but certainly when you have more possession than Atletico and you make more goal attempts than Atletico, you don't necessarily win against Atletico. When they pick their spots like they did today, they can hit you and they can damage you, and they certainly racked up the 3 points in their favour. That's all I have to say for the game, really. It's pretty late, so I don't think I want to make this any kind of longer. Like, share, comment on this video what you thought of the game, subscribe to the channel, most importantly, follow us on social media. I'm at SouthPSP on Twitter, PitchSidepod on Instagram. Listen to the podcast tomorrow. I'm going to be looking back at this game even more on the podcast, on Spotify, Google Podcasts, or any other platform, or catch it at www.webreadsports.com. I was your boy HD of the PSP, and until the next time, I'll be seeing you soon. Goodbye.